Hello, this is Archie Dunlop with Talking Astrology with Archie on Thursday, September the 21st, 2023. This is a standalone video in the sense that I'm just going to be talking about today's astrology. I'm not going to have a special topic for today. I did put out a video about the autumnal equinox, which is on Saturday. So I did put out sort of an extra video earlier. So this video is going to be standalone. I'm just going to talk about today's astrology plus the I Ching. So let's go straight into today's astrology. So today is Thursday, September the 21st, 2023. So let's see what's going on. The moon remains in Sagittarius. The moon is, you can see here's the moon in Sagittarius. It's applying to a trine of Venus, also applying to a sextile of Mars. So I think the moon is in quite a good condition. Even if you don't experience those exact aspects to Venus and Mars, that does suggest that the moon should be the moon is going to help relationships. Venus and Mars are two planets very much connected with relationships. So the moon making an aspect to them, relationships can improve. If you want to find new relationships, there are going to be good opportunities. So, don't spend all day under a rock if you're looking for love, because, you never know what you might find with the moon making those aspects. So that's always good. The moon is the most important thing in astrology, particularly when you're doing these when I'm doing these day-by-day forecasts, because it's the one planet that really moves. The other planets don't really move much, and so moon in Sagittarius is good news. It's about optimism, and it's about thinking the best of other people. But it's not the only thing going on. Look at the sun. The sun is at 28:25 Virgo. At least it was at noon on the 21st on today, set for New York. And the sun is making a trine aspect to Pluto. This is a very powerful aspect, but it's not a stressful aspect. Trines, are not dynamic. They make things easy. So it's a great time for exercising one's power. If we've got power, emotional power, we can use it to make things happen. But we mustn't assume that everything's going to work out for us, because trines can be a bit lazy. Yes, we have the power, but are we going to be challenged to actually use this power? So that is something you've got to do. If you want to make things happen, you've really got to go out and do something. So that's all I'm going to really say for today. I'm not saying it's a wonderfully exciting day. There's anything massively spectacular, but I think today should be useful. And if we put in a bit of effort, we should get considerable rewards. So what I want to do now is move to my forecasts for the 12 signs. So let's see what we've got. Here we go. These are my forecasts for Thursday, September the 21st, 2023. Aries. There are many ways to make an impact, and the obvious ways aren't always the best. And while there's no harm in being exciting and forward-thinking, your attention to detail is important, because once you've got everything in the right order, you'll be in a position to take powerful initiatives. Taurus. You've got a lot of power at your disposal. thanks to a trine aspect between the Sun and Pluto, which has a direct impact on your star sign. You know how to get things moving, and the power of your personality will be quite irresistible. And perhaps, at least for the moment, you can deal with higher levels of pressure than most people can. Gemini, you don't have to be in control all day long. You can let someone else take the responsibility. And in general, you shouldn't be too worried about your own selfish interests. There's nothing much you can do in the short term, and by helping others, you'll be developing good contacts for the future. Cancer, take it one step at a time. Just because you see the whole picture doesn't mean that you need to rush. With confidence, you go through the logical steps, and soon enough, the task will be finished. And you'll be helped by your communication skills. You'll know exactly what to say, and because of your emotional sensitivity, you'll be able to target your words with great accuracy. Leo, there are a few loose ends to be tied up. Things you should have sorted out days, if not weeks ago. It's a pain, but you should be able to deal with the matter pretty quickly. Then you'll have the opportunity to enjoy yourself in a way that allows you to be in the moment without worrying too much about the actual result. Virgo, on one hand, you don't want to do much, and you don't want to stray past your front door. Yet the Sun, while moving through your star sign, is making a trine aspect to Pluto. This gives you a considerable amount of power, and if you want something to happen, you can make it happen. It would be a pity to waste this opportunity. Libra, it's a day when everything is interconnected. You can't say that one area of your life has no connection to another area. So what happens in your social life, for example, could impact your domestic life or perhaps your career. This means that you do have to be mindful all day long. Both benefits and damages can lurk in strange places. Scorpio. Scorpios can be charismatic and influential, and today you'll be a hard person to miss, even if you make a strenuous effort to keep a low profile. So consider how you can make use of your influence. I think you can take active steps to improve your financial situation, and if you need help and advice from others, now might be the time to ask. Sagittarius, you're an exciting person, or at least you should be, especially when the moon is moving through your star sign. But don't lose sight of the day's underlying structure. You have a role to play, and there are expectations about what you're supposed to be doing at particular times. At work, you can be a star without having to shout about it. Capricorn, today you're a bit of an iceberg. You're not really on show, and people can't see the full picture. As a result, there's a possibility that you're underestimated, and that's probably a good thing. It means that you can do your own thing without being disturbed, and then you can quietly create some amazing results for yourself. And that's the ice below the surface, most of the iceberg. Most of the talent, most of the wonderful things about you today are under the surface, and some people will just miss it. Aquarius, you'd like to be making the decisions, particularly as you are an independent-minded person. Yet the Sun is making an important aspect to Pluto, and as a result, some of the people around you have a lot of power, and in many cases it will be them calling the shots. It's probably best, in most cases, to accept the situation. Pisces, today you can make good progress on all fronts. There's nothing much holding you back, and if you concentrate on a set of goals, there is no reason why you can't achieve them. And you don't have to work as a lone operator. There are people out there who can be very useful, who can help swing things your way. So I'm going to finish up with the I Ching. So as always, I threw 3 coins in the air and I asked the question, what is Thursday going to be like for visitors to my YouTube channel? And I got a single locked hexagram. And it's very simple. It's this. Hexagram number 2, the receptive. You will see that all the lines are broken. It's pure negativity. And I don't mean negativity in a negative way. It's about being receptive. It's not a time for initiating things. The Wilhelm translation of I Ching talks about the perseverance of the mare. So it's quite a sort of a female horse. So it's quite a female sign. So, you know, if you try to take the initiative, if you try to start things, it's unlikely to work. But if you just respond, just see what's going on, see which way people are trying to push you in. That doesn't mean you have to go down that road, but you just have to respond and, you know, try and work out what's going on. And really, that's all there is to it. You can let other people take the initiative. Of course, I'm not saying that you allow yourself to be damaged by other people, but in general, you know, those who take the initiative are unlikely to get very far, and they may just expend resources, exhaust themselves. So what you can do, what we can do, is just sit and watch, be an observer. It's kind of more relaxing that way, isn't it? Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for today. It's very brief, and I will talk to you again tomorrow.